Hi, I'm Kent Holmes with Apple Farm Service, the marketing manager here, and today I'm sitting with Dan Tarkowski. Dan is from Meyer Manufacturing, and we've been a partner with Meyer for, decades almost.
Yeah.
And Meyer is a well-known manufacturer for all things dairy. So I guess you should start with Dan. I guess what all does Meyer have to offer?
Meyer has to offer a full line of forage boxes. That's how the company started, from 16-foot front unload forage boxes all the way up to 40-foot semi-trailers and 40-ton quad axle forage boxes. With that, a full line of manure spreaders, from small 260 bushel manure spreaders all the way up to 1,500 bushel triaxle manure spreaders. Spreading manure from dairy manure to chicken manure to municipal byproducts, a full line up there. They also manufacture a full line of vertical TMR mixers, from small 355 cubic feet mixers all the way up to 1,300 cubic foot mixers. So, yeah, pretty full line of cattle equipment.
Yeah, great. And I know you said the start for Meyer Manufacturing was the forage boxes, and we see quite a bit of forage boxes around our area. And I guess they really have a good recipe for success because they've changed, but they're still in some ways the same. So I guess what makes a Meyer forage box unique?
The Meyer forage box, for one, customers always say they're built well. They're happy with them. I was just on a farm this morning that bought one of our TMR mixers in the last week, and his exact words, he's like, I've had Meyer forage boxes for years, and they're built heavy. I looked at the mixer, it was built heavy, and that's why I decided to go with it. So I'd say the heft of the build, the design, and probably the character of Meyer to follow the industry changes, what the customer wants, what they're demanding, and to meet that demand. That's, I think, key in a manufacturer. So that probably keeps us on the leading edge.
Sure, and you say, of course, things are evolving. Dairy's changed so much. Since you just look at a couple generations, how things have changed from now till then. And so you said that you keep up with what the customers want. So I guess what do you see that's kind of changing in dairy, and what they really want changes on their equipment to adapt?
One I would say is, accuracy when it comes to manure spreaders. Back years ago, if it emptied it on the field, got it out of the manure spreader and it was on the field, that was a plus. Now it needs to be dispersed evenly, in the most precise manner, because every part counts. You don't want too much in one area for tillage purposes or soil health. So accuracy on that part. When it comes to TMR mixers, efficiency. Efficiency is huge when it comes to dairy farms, or even, I'd say cattle farms in general. So if you can make a machine that's going to make their operation more efficient, they're onto that, because it's going to save them money in today's lean markets. So I'd say accuracy, efficiency, and then with efficiency, size. So, if they already got a 350 horsepower tractor, they might as well have a forage box that can pull a 350, a tractor that size can pull, not a smaller one, because that means more tons per hour to the field. Same thing with a mixer. Less loads per day is less wear on the tractor, just more efficient for the overall operation.
Well, I know this year we weren't able to have any of the farm shows. We weren't able to have Farm Science Review, and that's typically when you'd go out and you'd have showcase your brand new products to show everyone, here's the things that changed, and here's how we've adapted to maybe fit a niche audience that we haven't hit before to improve. So we didn't have those Farm Science Review shows and those other shows. So I guess, Dan, what were some of the new products that you guys are going to showcase?
So Meyer released their new V-bottom auger spreaders this fall in the 500 bushel and smaller sizes. And what that featured is, we've had these for years, but they basically redid the rear end, different expellers, less maintenance back there, and it's actually given a wider spread pattern. So it widened the spread pattern per material about 10 foot. So it's the widest we've had ever. So the performance on these spreaders, again, is more efficient, better for application in the fields. So all the older models like the 7500, the 3954s, the 2636s are new models. They're the 7500 now is an SXR 500. Great machines, and they're available today for production. So, and with that, we had the larger series come out 2 years ago that featured the reverse expellers, again given a wider pattern. They worked out really well. Great performance on chicken litter, spreading 35 foot, and dairy manure at 40 foot. So, good machines there. With that, there's been some new forage boxes, larger forage boxes. This Fat Boy series that's still to come here in the next year. We prototyped some last year with a 10-foot overall width. Quad axles, the largest one, 10 foot by 36 with 4 axles, front and rear steering. We had some loads of over 40 ton in them last fall in corn silage. So again, for that guy with the custom operator with the large tractor, he can haul more tons per hour. So them would be the new products this year rolling onto the market.
Sure, yeah. And we talk to farmers. I mean, they'll always stand behind the Meyer products. Manure spreaders may about 30 to 40 feet behind, but they'll still stand behind your products. And you mentioned before that it's just they're really well built and they're sturdy, and you guys are not afraid to use a little extra iron when it needs to be used. And of course, it's important to know that these things are made here in the United States. So what all is made here, and where in the United States are these made?
All the Meyer products, the forage boxes, manure spreaders, TMR mixers are all made in Dorchester, Wisconsin. Meyer is a family-owned, American-owned company. Meyer always says, if you call in there, you'll hear, farmers trust the name Meyer, and there's a reason for that. It's made right here in the United States. Like you said, lots of steel, and farmers just trust that name.
Well, Dan Turkowski here with Meyer Manufacturing, talking about all the products they have here to offer here at Apple Farm Service. You mentioned some of those new products that we have on order, and can order some more here. So if you're in the market and you're looking for a well-built TMR mixer, a forage box, a manure spreader, and really anything that you might need for your dairy, make sure you check out. You can look up Meyer Manufacturing. You can also go to applefarmservice.com. Dan, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
We'll be right back with more In Ohio Country Today after this.